Now that people are taking a departure away from Hollywood and other mainstream outlets to create scripted content, I think it's time for me to dust off one of the major skills that I have that a lot of people don't know about. I first began my career after I stopped acting as a script consultant, and I love helping people get their scripts for film and TV where they need to be so they can go ahead and produce them independently. I wanted to do this video to get it out, and hopefully this can help someone who's been working on their project and they're going to birth it this year, because your project is your baby. So if this seems like it is of interest to you, then definitely hit like, subscribe to this channel, and then also when you are done, send it to someone you think it can help. Even if you have no desire at all to write a script, you never know, the next person may, and you can help them out. Something in this video can help them out. So don't be stingy, go ahead and send it to them. I'll give you a second to go ahead and do that, and I'm just gonna go ahead and look over my notes. I really wanna make sure that I don't miss anything because this is gonna be an important video. So go ahead and do that, and then we'll get started. All right, so thank you so much for doing that. And like I said, this is your POV. You're writing your script for film and TV for the very first time, and I'm your consultant. So there's a couple of tips that I want to share with you. Let's see how many I have. I have 4, so this will be a quick video. Let me slow down. Y'all know how I get when I get excited. The words start tripping and I'd be freestyling and rapping, but let me calm down. So tip number 1 is, you may not know how to write it, but write it anyway. You have a story in you, you've got to get it out. I'll say that again. You may not know how to write it, but write it anyway. You have a story in you. You've got to get it out. You've got to birth your story into creativity. So don't worry if you don't have an MFA or you don't know how to write in the correct formatting. Write the script. Even if you have to do like I did way back in the day. I used to write scripts when I was little, and I would put the character's name, a colon, and then write the copy and the content. Write it. Get it out. Stop judging yourself. You're not going to know how to do this off the rip. Trust me. And that brings me to tip number 2. Know that you can do it. You've got to have some confidence in not only yourself, but also your story. The story was downloaded to you for a reason. So that means you've got to get it out. So that makes you qualified, regardless of what other qualifications you may or may not have. You can do it. I have seen some terrible scripts in my day from people who are pros, and I've seen some amazing scripts from amateurs. That's the beauty about script writing. It knows no class, it knows no specialization. All it knows is a good story, and you have one. I believe you, because this video wouldn't have found you unless you did. The YouTube algorithm is very specific and intentional, and you're here for a reason. So get that story out. But the last note that I have for tip 2 is just write. Just write it. Like I said, character name, colon. Write it. Tip number 3. Start with the intention, no matter what it is that you're writing, that you're going to shoot it one day. Every single thing that I have written, I have seen it and visualized it in my mind that it will go in production and it will be seen. I see the people, even though I don't really see their faces, but I see the people on set acting and saying my words. I want you to do the same thing for your project. Realize that if you write it, it will come to fruition by way of production. It's very important. Trust me on that. Create that mental vision. Tip number 4. Now, this kind of gets into the technical stuff, which is my favorite part. We kind of went over the mindset stuff. Now we're into the technical stuff. Start with your setting first. I'll say that again. Start with your setting first. The reason why is if you've just envisioned that you're going to create this, you don't know the means. You don't know if you're going to do a guerrilla style on your iPhone, or you don't know if a production company will want to pick it up and shoot it. But start with the environment in your mind. For instance, I was at a symposium and I had an idea for a story and I wrote it down in 15 minutes. This was like 6 years ago. And I started with the setting. I saw 2 characters in a 2-shot scene, and that just simply means the camera has both people in the scene. And I saw them sitting in an old car. And from there, just from having that setting, I found that it was the ultimate environment for the scene that I was writing for the 2 characters. So when it comes to your story, I don't, of course, don't know what it is, but think about it like, do you have access to a storage unit? You never know. You could ask the manager, if you rent from that storage unit, you could ask the manager, hey, I have a film that I want to shoot in here. It'll be about 15 minutes. It won't be in the way of your business operations. Whatever environment that you have access to, I want you to place your story there. So the storage unit or the storage facility is a good example. Another one is your apartment. Look in your kitchen. You could do a 5-minute short or whatever it is that you're wanting to shoot within your kitchen, within your apartment. See the environment first, and then you'll be amazed how the story falls into that from there. So as a quick recap, I told y'all this was gonna be a short video. I just want to be in and out. Tip number 1, you may not know how to write your script, but write it anyway. Tip number 2, know that you can do it. Self-belief in yourself, and most importantly, the story. Tip number 3, start with the intention that whatever you put on paper is going to be shot, it's going to be developed. You don't know if it's going to be shot. Don't think about the business part of the business. Think about the artistic quality and the merit of it. If you write it down, it's going to be shot and produced. Number 4, pick an environment that is doable. It's one that's already in your life. It's something that you could easily set up for a day or two and shoot your story. I know this is very basic, but I want you to start with those first, and then in part 2 of the video, and if you'd like for me to do a part 2, definitely let me know in the comments. In part 2 of the video, we'll go deep into characterization and how to build a character in a way that makes them 3D. Because think about it, within the world or whatever you're writing, your characters are real people. So why would you not see them as such when you're creating them? So that means taking a deep dive into their evolution and who they are, and something that I can definitely tell that a lot of actors do nowadays. I'm just like, that's a no-no. I'll tell you about it when we get to the characterization. But leave me a comment and let me know if you want me to do that. Once again, my name is Lynette Renee Dobie, just sharing with you some of my script consulting knowledge in this video. And this was kind of fun, so I definitely look forward to doing another one again. And again, talk to me in the comments so I know if you like this and what you'd like to see more of. All right, until the next upload, I wish you happy reading, happy writing, and peace and blessings. I'll see you. Bye.